Okay, it's the next morning. I have got an ice I've got an ice situation in my shoes. I've just taken them out of the freezer. It's been about 12 hours and it's frozen solid. I don't know how to even get this out of here. I might have to stick these shoes out in the sun for a little bit and let them defrost. See if it helped kind of break in the shoes a little more. Oh God, this was stupid. There's a big boy here and I'm not entirely sure why. But I'm heading over to the River's Edge Park, Chesterfield, Missouri. Didn't know this place existed. I'm gonna go check it out now. Did you know there is a full-service bike shop here? I did not know that. Like I said, I'm at the River's Edge Park. Welcome to day number 73 of marching through. The river in question at River's Edge Park is the Missouri River, so I decided to bring along some guys who know the Missouri River really well. I'm talking about Lewis and Clark. Lewis has got the map of the Louisiana Purchase. Clark has brought along his musket in case I run into some trouble. So I think I am good to go. This is going to be like 1.7 miles around. Let's do it. Here's the map right here. And it's time to go. Looks like they have a mountain bike trail over there. I'm gonna have to take it kind of easy today. I still have some issues with my shoes and my hamstring and my feet, but I'll make it. I thawed out my shoes from the ice I put in last night to try to break them in, and so far so good. This is very, very nice. Got a nice pavilion right there. There's like a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a pond, lake, a pond right there. The Missouri River is right behind those trees. And at the moment there's no bugs. I feel like this would be a bug's paradise during the summer. Oh, there's even a dock over here. Yep, this is really, really nice. There's a guy fishing down there. What do you guys think? Meriwether? William? Okay. This was not around when you did your first expedition, but it's here now. Sup, St. Louis? Sup? There's a ton of people jogging on this trail. I am not one of them, but this must be a place to go train for some kind of sports team because these kids all look like they're in high school or college. What is going on here? Some sort of boardwalk. Not entirely sure why or where this goes. Okay. Let's just go up it for a second. Where does this go? I don't really get it. Can you take this all the way to maybe the trail up there? Probably. Interesting. Okay, I see the levee over there. This must be just like, is it a runoff or a basin? Oh geez, I just got attacked by some kind of bee. So this would be like, I don't know what the correct word is, some kind of basin or a place where the water would go in case of a flood. That's my guess. That's my story. Okay, I walked past the levee. There's several levees. And I am looking at the mighty Missouri. What do you think about that, Meriwether? What about you, Clark? Pretty cool, huh? You haven't had to use your gun. Bring back memories? Okay, well, I may be in the woods, but I will not get lost because I have Lewis and Clark with me. But let's get to the real reason why you're here. It's to see the top 10. It's Friday. Let's get over to the IOM studio. And I am now in the IOM studio for this week's top 10. It's going to be the top 10 most overrated movies, in my opinion. This is going to trigger a lot of people because some of these movies are beloved, but I just don't quite know why. Starting out at number 10, I am so sorry. They just released a trailer for the newest movie coming this summer, the live action version. But I find this original movie dull. It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. The animation's not good. The storyline's stupid. It's Lilo and Stitch. I don't get it at all. Stitch is a cool character, but the movie is, I don't know. Number 9. Growing up in the 80s, I always heard about this movie and how hysterical it was. Steve Martin, John Candy. I finally watched it a few years ago, and I probably would have thought it was hysterical as a kid, but Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, it's not funny. Like, there's like one scene in the entire movie that I laughed at, and the plot is really stupid at the end. It just doesn't make any sense. I know a lot of people love this movie. I don't get it. Number 8. I have never liked this movie except for about the first 20 minutes. And of course, we're going right back to Disney. It's Up. Obviously, the opening intro where they grow old together and the wife dies, amazing. That could have been the whole movie. But once he puts the balloons and he flies to Argentina or wherever the hell he goes, the movie just turns so stupid. Like the rest of I can't even, it's dumb. Just the first like 20 minutes of that movie is like perfection, and then it gets so stupid. I don't like Up at all. Number 7. I think kids may have found this really scary in the 70s. It was always marketed as the scariest film ever. But I almost guarantee any kid that sees this today will think it's boring and not scary at all. That's The Exorcist. The movie's well made, it's well acted. The exorcism at the end is cool when she turns like into a goblin and her head spins around and spewing vomit, and it's, that part's cool. But the rest of the movie is dull. It's not scary at all. I don't get why people think it's scary compared to the movies today. It's like a PG movie. Number 6, I never pass up an opportunity to trash on Home Alone. This movie is so stupid. I know the movie's made for kids and families at Christmas and it's not supposed to be taken seriously, but I just can't get over how every single person in this movie is stupid. Kevin, no 8-year-old boy would ever do anything that he does. The parents are morons. The police is an idiot. The robbers are stupid. Everyone in this whole movie, nothing makes any sense. What people do, it makes no sense. None. And I know it's supposed to be just a fun family adventure. It's so stupid. Home Alone. Why is this beloved? It's dumb. Number 5, I'm sorry, Disney. We're going right back to you again. This movie is one of the worst Pixar movies I think ever made, and that's WALL-E. It is so boring. I do like the first like 15 to 20 minutes when he's on the future Earth and just kind of rolling around and building stuff and finding stuff. I found that part kind of fun. But once he gets on the ship and it goes, the whole movie's stupid. Does anyone like WALL-E? WALL-E. It's stupid. Okay, number 4. This was up for Best Picture of the Year. I still have no idea what I watched. Barbie. What is this movie? It made absolutely no sense. Will Ferrell's character is an imbecile. I don't even know what I watched. Number 3, I love Quentin Tarantino, but even Quentin Tarantino fans know his movies are all based in dialogue. Lots of dialogue. Lots of creating tension and setting character development, yada, yada, yada. I like that most of the time. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, again, nominated for Best Picture of the Year. I don't understand this movie. Margot Robbie's character in this movie made no sense. They could have cut out her entire storyline. She had no purpose to be in the movie. I don't get it. I love Quentin Tarantino's filming style, how he incorporated the old, like 60s Hollywood and the way it was shot, the acting, it's all amazing. But the story was just nothing. Okay, number 2. This is a movie that everyone seems to love, and I just don't. And that's the 80s classic Stand By Me. I know I'm in the minority. This movie has no plot. There's a dead body that's they're trying to find. These boys go on an adventure. It's a coming of age story. I get it. They cry and they have this adventure. And then Kiefer Sutherland comes and he wants to claim the body and he's going to hurt him and then they're going to shoot him and then it just ends. And are we supposed to assume that Kiefer Sutherland's just going to let that go and not come back and hurt these kids? I don't know. The movie, why am I doing this with my hands? But the movie's just a load of nothing. And number 1, one of my most hated movies of all time, that is, unfortunately, The Breakfast Club. A movie that everyone loves. It's like the movie of the 80s. It's like 90 minutes of kids in high school in detention on a Saturday, sitting around crying in a library. There's no plot to this movie other than they find each other and understand each other better, yada, yada, yada. Nothing happens in this movie. And then at the end, they have the song. Yes, it's great, but no. Sorry, Stand By Me. Well, that's going to do it for another episode of Marching Through. I hope you enjoyed. We only have a couple more episodes to go. Maybe. Until tomorrow, keep marching on.